Have a night, iTube. This video is about how black people, which we know every single human on earth is a different shade of brown. Black people are more stuck in the matrix that already ended more than the people that have controlled the world with the matrix. What do I mean? I'm gonna make it very plain so we're flying. Black people are more stuck in this illusionary matrix than white people. Yo, so-called white people. So-called white people who you blame for destroying the earth. You say that they're evil. You say that white people are this, that. I have nothing against white people or black people. If anything, I want to just serve as a simple reminder towards the Most High for all of humanity. Though I'm specifically aiming for so-called black people. So-called white people, I have to say so-called because I don't want us to get trapped in these labels. We know that we're beyond colors. And first and foremost, no human is actually white and no human is actually black. Anyway, so-called white people are more prepared for the so-called end, which happened and is currently happening. The end of time, the end of the world is before you. It's happening right now. It happened. And you're currently seeing like the remnants of it. And it's going to be like this now, from now on. It's going to get worse before it get better. And so-called white people been prepared. You talk about doomsday preppers. You talk about like gardening. You talk about eco living. They had eco villages 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. You talk about like living in a commune. Some would call them hippies. Like they've been trying to get in tune with nature. They've been trying to get aligned with source. They've been trying to learn more about plants. They took it further than farming because guess what? They was the slave masters that had us on the farm, right? We was the slaves, right? At one point in time, we were the slaves. They were the slave master. So they already know what it's like to farm. They done got past farming now. Now they're like, wait, let's return to what we've been doing as humans, foraging. White people are past farming now. It's like black people are stuck in a certain part of time because we're trying to play catch up. We're still trying to farm. It's like we'll wake up and we think, oh, the answer is for us to farm our own food. No, farming is not the answer. Farming is what destroyed the earth. Farming plants and animals is destroying the earth. At this point, your farm can't even survive. The earth is going to put out sicknesses inside of the plants and animals. Literally. Most diseases and viruses that come on earth is actually precipitated or is facilitated by farms. Literally. Literally. I mean, look at swine flu, mad cow disease. I don't even have to go down the list. Even this so-called coroner disease, because it's the coroner, so the dead can bury the dead. Black people, quote unquote, stop trying to play catch up. Get in tune with what you've been doing from the beginning of the beginning, which is living with the earth. Not living off the earth like a parasite. We're not supposed to be parasitic. It's more so living with the earth. Kind of like how a baby is inside of, first of all, a sperm, which is a baby essentially, is inside of the sac, the testicles. So it's living with the male, not from a parasitic standpoint, but like a symbiotic. They call it symbiotic, right? It's a harmonious relationship. Now also, obviously, with a female when she's pregnant and she has a baby inside of her, she has a fetus in her womb. The fetus is not a parasite. Much people try to make it look like, oh, it's a parasite, it's stealing from her. Actually, it's a harmonious, symbiotic relationship. When a female has a baby, it actually brings her joy. It's giving her something. It's not taken away from her. Anyways, let's stop playing catch up. You must heard that the world ended by now. So stop playing catch up. Stop trying to be what we've already been. We don't need to be farmers. Neolithic era is finished, by the way. Literally, half of y'all claim y'all Christians and Muslims. Oh, the battery. Half y'all claim y'all as Christians and Muslims. And even in your own doctrine is telling you that so it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Well, the end is before you. So what were we doing in the beginning? Oh, maybe I'll use a reference point that might register with the viewer. The Garden of Eden. We lived as stewards of the land. We didn't worry about money or clothes or business or development. A devil operating your mentality. Devil op ment. Let's keep on growing forward. Stop trying to play catch up. How you still stuck in the matrix that ended already? And the people that was promoting the matrix for the past 500 years are already growing out of it. They trying to be gatherers. Go look on YouTube. These white people is ready on deck. Yo, big up to all of y'all white people that's getting in tune, that have a good heart though. The so-called white people, I love y'all that have like a good heart for humans. Even most importantly for the humans y'all came from, like from Africa. There's white people that have good hearts, and I love them. They're my children, like they're my family. They represent like growth. And we have to have forgiveness in our heart. Stop worrying about slavery. If you keep worrying about slavery, you must still be a slave. Wake up. Are you not a king or a royalty as you would love to be or call yourself? Let's keep on growing forward. Guide I, heal I, grow I. I have I.